It was good, y'all. I'm Bill Butts.
So, like, first off, what got you into anime?
Oh, and the anime? Oh man, getting into anime. Tell you, I could say like turn on the TV and I saw Dragon Ball, as in regular Dragon Ball, because I'm 36 years black. But nah, it was a Sci-Fi Channel had this thing called Saturday Anime. I turned it on, and it was a movie called Fatal Fury Special. And I saw this dude named Terry Bogard fighting this Egyptian brother named Jammin. I'm like, okay, this dude's name is Jammin. Let's go. And they was like going hard at it. Dude like blew up a building, and after that I was like, okay, I had Ninja Turtles, and then this is just way better.
Right,
Bro, I
right.
was in. I was in.
So I remember the Sci-Fi Channel. Do you remember the car was it? Because it was a special that would come on. I remember the Saturday morning anime
Yeah,
when I would go to my grandfolks' house
get it.
over the summer vacation.
Oh man.
Um, do you remember the first like anime? So it was that was your first movie
Yeah.
introduction? Okay.
First anime I think was Dragon Ball.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, all right, all right. So, as far as martial arts,
Yeah.
what's your martial arts background?
Oh man, what's that? You want like the full answer? Like I'm a military brat.
Yeah.
I was born in Annapolis, Maryland. My dad was on the I when I was born. I was lieutenant commander, and he boxed. He showed me that kind of growing up as a kid, and started playing Tekken, started doing Taekwondo. But fam, when I was about 17 years old, I actually walked into my job at the time was a GameStop, and I found out you could take like these ninjutsu lessons. And it was in Kansas City. And if you're all bored, you can go to like my Facebook, Instagram, and you can even find the instructors there or Google. Found out they just opened up a branch out there from attending there's the Quest organization, there's Bujinkan and Bansenkan. Bujinkan is actually run by Masaki Hatsumi in Japan, and that is ninjutsu in the world. He actually taught Stephen K. Hayes. Stephen K. Hayes brought over to America. That's why ninjutsu was literally introduced into America. And he taught my instructor, who was Michael Eichenberg, and he taught me that, and I've been doing that since then.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just really, honestly, it's just really mean Aikido. That's what it is.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Now, as far as what's your favorite martial arts anime and why?
Oh, sweet black Jesus. Okay, listen, it's Baki.
Hmm.
Baki is the greatest. King Ashura has his good moments, but I'm sorry, like Baki is just ridiculous. Because one, like, I just love seeing like any bit of training arc whatsoever, and it's just brutal. It's brutal. They'll roll, they'll strike, they hit these pressure points, which are highly exaggerated. But it's anime, so I'll take that, man, and I love it. It's by far Baki because it's also just hype the anime.
And you voice is it Han
Oh, and Baki?
in Baki?
Oh, Baki, I'm Simon.
Is that
So
okay?
his brother from Africa, and like I laughed my butt off, man. They brought me in for that because I said the anime is hype the anime. So they're more so talking than they are fighting. They're talking about the fighting. And this dude is just doing nothing but talking about Yujiro Hanma. That is literally it. He's like, I just saw a man kill an elephant the size of Costco. You don't understand. So dude, oh, I love
Interesting. I remember
it.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, and I maybe I missed something in the anime. So because you're gonna segue. So with Muhammad Ali,
Yeah.
so I feel like in the anime they gave them their flowers to say, hey, in real life, Tyson, Beast, and then like Baki warmed up on him, and then Ali, he had the hands, and it's like, well, he only works out with his hands, so he's at a disadvantage. But I was just like, I felt like he was a little shortchanged in the anime, and I'm
Okay, it
like,
was that was Muhammad Ali Jr.
right.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali, even was Yokohama was like, yo, like that's Ali, fam. That's Ali. And Junior, the big thing with him was I'm glad I asked it because most things I'm in, I read extensively and I'm a big fan. Baki was actually this is 200% answer. Baki was actually an anime I would watch with my dad growing up. Muhammad Ali Jr., his big thing is he would kick off the ground. He's like, how is he just beating the hell out of me? It's like, well, fam, he's like, his form is amazing and perfect. So he just clowned everyone before everyone's like, okay, no, no, not today. Not today, Junior. So I think that's a good point where he's a fun antagonist because a lot of them are like, weird opera guy. Steve, who now has one eye, and it's like this weird thing, but like you remember Muhammad Ali Jr. And so for that, I give him that. I don't think they really shortchanged him because he got like an entire half of an arc. So I give it that. I give it that.
Okay. Man, because I'm just like, why is he messing with Muhammad's girl? Like, oh, it's like you were
That,
cool,
yeah,
and then you messed up. It's
yeah,
just like going to take this whooping.
yeah. Listen, I'll be real with you on that one there. I was mad at him for like a little bit. I'm like, fam, really? And I was more mad at Baki because I'm like, this dude is clearly about your girl right now. And you're like, yeah, you can do what you want. I'm like, because you're just gonna, you're gonna let, damn, you're gonna let it happen, man, just like that? Shit.
I'm it's so funny because I'm like I'm watching um the slime anime and
Oh,
I'm hearing the king.
King Gossip.
Love it, love it. So, as far as diversity and all that,
Yeah.
how do you feel about the current state and the quality
Mm.
of POC main characters in anime?
I'm happy you asked that, man, because that is actually what a lot of what I care about mostly in this is because Japan has their own history. We're not gonna you
Mm,
don't have to go into that. Guiding things to how they're going is I'm happy for the big steps because look at things like Mr. Popo. Moving on. Now we have things that are going on with people like one of the strongest sorcerers in Jujutsu Kaisen is Miguel, brothers literally from Africa, and one of like two people that Gojo can't kill. So I'm like, okay, respect that. He one hits everybody, but he hits like 50 on this dude, and he gets up like, man, you still a bitch. So I'm just like, okay, this is amazing. I'll take that. I'll take that. You have the King of the Doors, King Gazel. I'll take that there. You have Muhammad Ali Jr. In the Baki universe, and it's I see it just slowly expanding, and because of that, I'm seeing the positive momentum of that in there. You have was it like Ogun and what's that Fire Force? Yeah.
Tekken.
Oh, and Tekken. Okay.
Well, I mean, you voiced Ogre, correct?
Oh yeah, I'm Ogre in Tekken, and God, they even brought in Leroy in that too early, and I love that man. So I'm seeing like a universal kind of acceptance compared to a mentality of a negative thought process that could be had against people who aren't black and people who are. That extends not only to regular cartoons, but definitely in anime as well. And I've been seeing a better change toward that. And I'm also happy to be seeing more black actors getting into the anime industry as well.
I because I'm if I'm not mistaken, because as
Hmm.
far as for some of the animes like Cannon Busters,
Cannon Busters.
Yasuke, and
Hmm.
and here and there, trying to check all those boxes, and it's just like I'm not feeling it as much as I would like to,
Yeah.
but still have to support because we want more to come down the pipe, and it's just like if we're not paying for this, like they're not gonna think like they're gonna pay for this either. I'm just
Yeah.
like, ah, I'm like,
I'm gonna tell you something, brother. Feel your feelings because they valid. But for me, I show up for all of it. Now I'm gonna say this right now. Do I care about like white people and everyone else? Absolutely. But fam, I'm rooting for everybody black in this
mm,
here.
mm,
Cannon busters, I brush my teeth at that shit. Okay. Oh yeah, Yasuke, listen. I get Lakeith Stanfield is an amazing on-camera actor.
mm, mm.
He was all right in Yasuke, but the point of it is, I will support it all day because you're exactly right. Because when the big companies see the numbers, like seeing that, it's like, oh, there is a draw for it. So you have to prove them wrong by saying like, no, we do care. We do want to see people that look like us on the television screen. So I'll show up for all of it. Absolutely. In and around. I don't care because that brings the change out there. Here's an example. You know what actually got me into voiceover?
Uh,
People
no.
like Bo Billingsley and Keith Silverstein. Show up, I see people on anime, whatnot. I see they act like me. Bruh, game changer. Absolute game changer. Because like look at it. Well, look at media. You have Mr. Popo. Ridiculous, right?
Mm,
What else are black people as? Okay, drug dealers, pimp, or
mm,
nobody. And then you see things like this here. Gazel, King of the Doors, and all these other cool, like empowered, smart, intelligent, beautiful people as we really are, right? Brother, I need more of that. I need more of that without any other doubt in my head. Because kids need to see that. They need to see that. So come to shows like that, you may seem okay. I'll show up to every single one of them, so it opens up the door for the next big thing that does have more and more people who look like us, you know?
mm.
That changes everything, brother.
So, for inspiring voice actors, how would you suggest them approaching getting into the business?
Getting into business. First and foremost, I would say look into theater, on camera, and improv. Get a good foundation for acting because let's face it, as brothers and sisters out there, listen, we do get judged 10 times as hard, but there's always other ways around it. Another example to get into, that's just for the acting point. And for voiceover, to make sure that you walk up there and like they cannot say no to you, have that background, bring in your own twist on these characters, and look up something called Adventures in Voice Acting. It's ran by Tony Oliver, who's actually at this convention right now.
Hmm.
He helped make the Power Rangers. And he literally is the man who stepped in to make sure we had a Black Ranger. He's a Latin brother, so he's a Taino brother. So out there, like you see, yeah, he high yellow, but he's all right. He's all right. And the guy he will fight for that. Like for example, would be here's an honest and ugly truth. It wasn't until about June 2020 that they even let us read for anime leads in LA.
Hmm.
Facts. If you look back at it, think of a black lead in anime. You're not going to see that many at all. Personally, for like myself and a few others, we actually set up meetings with studios themselves to make sure that we could change their mindset on that because they don't understand that this is what black sounds like. They think Chris Tucker or like Mammy or some ridiculous garbage in the head, right? So it's like, no, 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 no. It's like, I had a lady go like, well, it's different dialects. I had to look her in the face. I'm not going to name her because I'm here to spread more positivity about
Hmm.
it. I was like, ma'am, I realize you run one of the biggest studios in Los Angeles, but you want a neutral Midwestern accent. I was raised in Kansas and I'm black, so you can't get more than that. I mean, I can put on a black accent because Code Switch is real, but like, this is what you get. And one thing led to another in that. If you look it up, actually, it's called APOC, we are Anime Forms of Color. It's me, Zena Robinson, Cedric Williams, Tiana Camacho, and then she branched out to my people, including like Bo Billingsley, who are all in this fight to make sure it's spread real. But yeah, so because of that, I would say you could hit me up anytime. Just DM me. If it takes a minute, don't worry, I'm gonna get to you. It's me just talking to you. I will get to you. And look up Adventures in Voice Acting. That is Bang Zoom. And most anime that's done in Los Angeles, including JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Yeah, you can learn how to like your mic technique, acting techniques, and everything like that, and get yourself into anime, even get a demo done.
So, okay, okay. I think we're almost out of time,
Sure.
but did you ever watch How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift?
That is one of my favorite animes because it's all about fitness.
Right, right.
Stephen Fu is here, and I actually met him because a friend of mine and I were talking about it. And I met, as you, if you already brought Stephen Fu and we bring him in, asked how him and I first met. I turned around, we got along swimmingly, then I curled him. But he's a good dude. I love that anime. And it's legit. Those
Right,
are
right,
good workouts. It's
right,
good
right.
workout advice. Yeah.
All right. Appreciate your time
Man,
before they kick me out.
you fine.
But thank you, and I will be following you, good sir. So appreciate that. I was like, oh, man,
Sounds good, King. You want to talk more? I ain't a hard man to get a hold of, brother.
okay.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Right back at you, King. Shoot. Carnell. Man, some be real with you, fam. See names like that, I get mad at my parents. Had all these choices. Give me a dope name. You get Bill. Come on, mom.